Hi there, back with another video review, and today I'm actually going to compare these two Bugatti Chiron. So the one on the left is actually a Bugatti Chiron, a standard Bugatti Chiron that's made by GT Autos, which is a brand that's owned by Welly, whereas the one on the right, this red color one, this one is actually a Bugatti Chiron Sport made by Bburago. Now, before I start the review, I do notice, I do take note that the Bugatti Chiron is not the same as the Bugatti Chiron Sport, but I thought, since I only have these two models in my collection, and they sort of have the same look, and of course, the Bugatti Chiron Sport having, it's actually based upon the Bugatti Chiron. I thought just wanted to do a comparison between these two model manufacturers, GT Autos and Bburago. Anyway, without wasting any more time, let's just start the comparison from the front. So taking a look at the front, straight away you'll notice that the headlights, for the Bburago one, it has a much more striking, sharper feature compared to the GT Autos. And in terms of the other differences between the two would be that with the GT Autos, it does have some nice indentation or marking right there, which I presume is actually the parking sensors. I could be wrong. Compared to the Bburago one, there is no such marking on the front. And then just focusing on the front grills. So as I've mentioned in my previous review on this Bugatti Chiron by GT Autos, it does have a bit of a chip on the logo compared to the Bburago one, which is done very nicely. But a cool feature with the GT Autos, on the front, is actually the grills, whereby they do have holes to it, as in it goes all the way through, compared to the Bburago one, which is a solid plastic piece that has a nice grill mesh effect. And now coming to the side, in terms of the length, in terms of the details, I think both GT Autos and Bburago have done a good job in capturing the likeness of these two models. In terms of the paintwork, I do actually prefer the Bburago one. It does have a very slick look to it. And well, a key difference on the side would be that the with the GT Autos one, it does come with door windows. Anyway, just taking a look at the front wheels, I just noticed that with the GT Autos, the one on the left, it seems like the rims used on this model is a lot wider, a lot bigger compared to the Bburago one. Even with the Bburago one, although it has a smaller rim, the rubber tires are actually, I find it a lot thicker compared to the GT Autos one. And let's just see if we can get a good or a better view of the brake disc inside. It also does seem that the brake disc on the GT Autos model is a lot wider, a lot bigger compared to the one used on the Bugatti Chiron Sport by Bburago. And now coming to the back wheels, again, similar observation is that somehow the Bburago one, the brake disc inside, it's actually pretty tiny compared to the brake disc on the GT Autos. moving on to the opening features, and let's start off with the front hood. So as you can see, with the GT Autos, you are able to open it up a lot wider compared to the Bburago one. But as I've mentioned in my previous review of this model, as you can see on the hinges, they do have a bit of a paint blemish right there. So I'm just going to tilt both these models to show you guys how the front looks like. I mean, I do apologize, with the lighting in my room. It's not particularly bright, but both of these actually have fairly decent details. So I'm just gonna put this back in, and yeah, I do want to also highlight that the windshield wipers, I think the one on the GT Autos, the one on the left, oops, sorry about that, nearly gave way right there. So I think the windshield wipers on the GT Autos one is actually done a lot better compared to the Bburago one. And then just taking a quick look at the interior. So this is the GT Autos one. The details for the interior, gotta give my gotta give props to GT Autos for really making it look like there are leather seats, leather interior, and it does come with velvet carpeting material. So I'm just gonna put this aside for a moment and bring in the Bburago one. So everything inside is painted black to match with the the body paint. So yeah, it's a bit dark inside, and well, as with most Bburago models, apart from its signature model, of course, you don't get any velvet carpeting material. As we come to the back, obviously the spoilers are different. On the the one on the left is actually a standard Bugatti Chiron, whereas the one made by Bburago, this one right here, is a Bugatti Chiron Sport. So hence the the exhausts are different. But apart from that, everything else looks pretty similar. For the Bugatti logo on the well, I'm just gonna push this aside for a while. So with the Bugatti logo on the one made by GT Autos, this actually has a 3D effect to it, which is pretty nice. Compared to the one made by Bburago, it's just sort of printed or painted on these carbon texturing right at the back over there. And another difference would be the back grills. So as I've mentioned earlier with the front grills, on the GT Autos, they actually have holes to it, so you can actually, as in it goes through. So that's a very nice feature from GT Autos. Compared to the one on the Bburago one, it's just a solid plastic piece, but it does have some nice grill mesh effect. So I'll just try and lift these two models up to show you guys, just the part of the engine that's exposed. So I just wanted to bring it up close to show you guys the effect on the W16 and the 1500 horsepower marking on this GT Autos model. So it actually has a 3D effect to it, as in it's actually indented, nicely marked over there. Whereas with this Bburago one, it's not really clearly marked, and it's just sort of a sticker or painted on the exposed engine part right there. And well, in terms of the opening features at the back, both of these models are the same, whereby we can't actually access the engine, as in we can't open this part, but both have deployable rear spoilers. So I'm just going to start off with the GT Autos one. So I'm just going to lift it up. And then the Bburago one, which is just a solid plastic hinges right there. Compared to the one on the GT Autos, it does have some really cool feature. Well, in terms of the base, this is how it looks like on the GT Autos model. And for the Bburago one, this is how it looks like. And here is the top profile, starting with the GT Autos. And here's the Bburago one. Next, I do want to talk about the price. So I actually got both of these models actually cost similar. So in that sense, they are both in the same price region. Obviously not in the Autowart or Kyosho range, sort of a mid-range, along with Maisto. So then the difference would have to be in terms of the the quality control. I've said it in my previous review of this Bugatti Chiron by GT Autos. I think in terms of the QC or the quality control aspect, GT Autos would definitely have to improve themselves right there compared to the Bburago one. I mean, obviously, at the same price, the level of detail that you get with the GT Autos one is actually a lot more refined compared to the Bburago one. So, in terms of which one should you get, well, for me it's simple. I got both. I mean, obviously there are some things that are missing on the Bburago one, which is covered in the GT Autos. But then again, with the Bburago one, obviously the quality in terms of the paint, the attention to detail, it's for Bburago, for the price you pay, I think it's really nice. Then it comes to accessibility or availability. Now in Malaysia, it's for Bburago or Maisto models, these are all widely available in every single toy shops or departmental stores that you go to. Whereas with this with this GT Autos model, it's not easy to find. I was fortunate to actually find this at a hobby store that's owned by a fellow Diecast reviewer on YouTube, which I've mentioned in my previous review. So who goes by the handle of Virtu Toys. So this one is not easy to find in the market here in Malaysia compared to this one right here. So as I've already reviewed the models, I hope this helps you in your judgment in getting either one or both. So yeah, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for watching.